NASA just announced the discovery of 500 new planets. They're all orbiting other stars, not our sun, but one of them shares some similarities with Earth. Meteorologist Tom Sater is joining us now with the details. How many similarities are we talking about?
Well, there's criteria to be Earth-like. This is such an interesting and profound statement, really, from the scientists of NASA. Let's back up first. Let's talk about this Kepler activity that we have seen and talked about. In fact, if we can get this, here we go. The Kepler spacecraft took off in 2006 from Cape Canaveral. Its only mission was to locate Earth-like planets. Now, they've actually discovered 4,700 objects, but 1,030 are confirmed planets. They're called candidates if they fit one of a couple criteria. What are the criteria? Let's run through these. You get an idea. This is really interesting stuff here. Criteria: similar to the same size as Earth, rotates around a sun like our star, our sun, and located in a habitable zone. Let's talk about the habitable zone. It's the Goldilocks zone, as you call it. You know the old story. This is just right. You get too close to the star and it gets too hot, too far away, and it's too cold for life. 1 in 5 stars has an Earth-sized planet in a habitable zone, all right? Now, we know more than this, too, because it was just in the last year that we found out, not only when you look at our habitable zone and how important the size is that we'll get to in a minute, it already has been kind of categorizing many other systems. Now, this is one from last year. It was called Kepler 62. Some of these planets maybe only fit one category of the criteria. Maybe they have 2, but you need all 3. Why are these they found even last year important to know about? If they're too small, they spin too fast for life. If they're too big, they're violent storms, and many have poisonous gases. You want one the size of Earth so it has some rock, all right? And that's what we're looking for. If you get the right distance for water and the right temperature for life, and you have a foundation of a rock like our Earth's crust and its mantle, then we're looking pretty good. Now, 1,400 light years away, they have found a planet that fits all 3 criteria and closest in all of the candidates yet. Here is our sun and our Earth. Now, we rotate 365 days. They found Kepler. Now, 452b. Actually, the sun is 452, so the planet is called 452b. It's close in its days of the year, but it's a little bit bigger. It's 60% bigger than Earth, so you would expect a longer and slower rotation. The sun is actually 10% bigger than our sun. But that's okay because this planet is 5% farther away. And it's interesting to note that the temperature is pretty close to the same. Now, at 1,400 light years, I doubt we'll ever be able to visit that, but this is the closest that they have come yet. Over 4,700 objects have been categorized. Amber, it's amazing to think that of all of that, they found one and have announced today that this mission will continue to search for planets much like ours. Closest yet.